Alright, hey guys. So this video is going to be sort of random, but I thought it'd be fun to do a little video on my Pokemon plush collection, which has grown dramatically over the past few weeks. Most of these were extremely cheap, if not completely free, purchased off eBay from Chinese sellers, and a lot of them look really nice. Some of them have some deformities. They're all knockoffs, by the way. They weren't from the official Pokemon company or whatever. But I think they're pretty neat. I'm a big fan of the first few generations of Pokemon, and if you guys are looking to get your own little dolls for very, very low price, I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do that at the end of the video. But for now, I think I'm just going to go through what I have currently. So I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to go through each one and just show you guys what each one looks like. Here is a Mew. This is the smallest plush that I own. I think I paid like $2 for it. I think it looks very cute though, and I'm a big fan of Mew. It was like the legendary from the original Red, Yellow, and Blue games. And then over here are the starter Pokemon. The Charmander is actually a lot larger than the others for some odd reason, but that one looks great. I paid $1.50 for the Charmander. So for a big plush like this with a little like suction thing at the top, I think that's definitely worth it. Over here you can see a very deformed Squirtle. For some reason the head is larger than the entire body. I have no idea why. And the arms and legs are a little deformed too. Like the legs are a lot larger than the arms. And for some reason the tail comes out here instead of the backside, which I think is kind of odd. And then over here is a pretty nice, my Pikachu's fallen over. No. Alright, so over here is a Bulbasaur. I think they did a wonderful job on the Bulbasaur, but it's a lot smaller than what I was expecting. So basically what ends up happening is if you get something that's not as described on eBay, you're pretty much automatically entitled to a refund if they send it from China, because it costs them like $1 to ship from China to the US, and it costs us like $20 or more to ship from the US to China. So if there's something wrong with the listing, you can just explain your case and you can get a refund. So I looked up the measurements, and the measurements for this Bulbasaur and this Squirtle were way off, and the pictures that they showed on the store page were completely different. So I ended up getting these two for free. They had to give me a refund on those. And I went ahead and more recently I wanted an Eevee plush, so I ordered this one. This one was $2. I think it looks quite nice. The eyes are kind of strange looking, at least in my opinion. Maybe that's the way they're supposed to be. But it's very soft, very fluffy. And then at the bottom, there's like little hearts as feet. I think that's super cute. So I really enjoyed that one. But after looking at the Eevee plush, I realized that you can get the entire set of Eevee evolutions for extremely cheap. So as you can see here, I went ahead and ordered the entire Eevee evolution set. Unfortunately, I received the wrong models. These are very small, and they're the sitting down versions. There's also these larger, like 8-inch ones that are standing up. The pictures that the seller sold on the eBay page showed the larger models, but unfortunately I got the smaller models, which really didn't make a whole lot of sense. So they ended up having to refund me on this entire order. So all of these Eevee evolutions I received for free, which is a very nice thing about ordering off eBay, because if you buy from someone in China and they mess up on anything on the store page, on the measurements, etc., you are essentially entitled to a full refund without having to ship back or return your order, which is kind of a loophole that not a whole lot of people know about. But I've received quite a few things for free just because the Chinese sellers are not the most trustworthy, especially on their photos. But I guess I'll just go through each one. Here is Glaceon. I mean, these look really nice. Most of them do anyway. I think they look pretty solid for what they are, especially getting them for free. At first I had to pay $18 for the entire set, which would have been a deal either way, but getting them at no cost at all is pretty awesome. I think they did a wonderful job on the Espeon and the Umbreon, which is over here. Umbreon is my friend's favorite Pokemon. I actually bought him a Umbreon plush for his birthday last year. And then here's a Leafeon, which I think is kind of cool. They have these like flat pieces for the leaves. And then Sylveon, I think that's Sylveon. I think that this one looks absolutely adorable in my opinion, and they did a great job with all the little details. And then over here is Vaporeon. The little ears always flap down, but they did a nice job with that one as well. And then here is Flareon. Pretty good. And over here, this is the one that I think they sort of messed up on, and it's the same with the Squirtle. For some reason, the head is just malformed. It's huge. Why is the head so big compared to the rest of the body? But yeah, there's Jolteon. And over here is just the EVs. So now I have 2 EVs because I had to purchase another one for the set. So this one doesn't look as great. As you can see, the eyes just look kind of scary, kind of mean looking on that one. This one looks a little bit better, but I don't know what the deal is with the eyes. But overall, I think this one has a little bit higher quality. So there is all my Eevee plushes. My Pikachu plush, which is the largest plush that I have. I think I paid $7, I think $7.50 for this one, and it didn't come with the hat. You can take off this hat, but I purchased the hat for like $1, and I just put it on top of Pikachu because I think it looks kind of cool. And then this little necklace, this little Master Ball necklace, was like 25 cents. You can purchase extremely cheap jewelry from eBay, especially Pokemon related stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much my entire Pokemon plush collection. I don't know if you guys find this interesting or not. I just thought I'd make a video on it. Actually, I have 2 more things. I received these as gifts, so these probably weren't as cheap as the rest of them, but here's just a plush Pokeball. I have no idea how much they spent on that. And then here's a Meowth. This Meowth looks really nice. So yeah. So those are all my plush toys. The rest of them are on the ground, just scattered all over the place. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with all of them. I might actually try to sell the Eevee Evolution one, just because I don't have a whole lot of space to display these, but really cute overall. And if you guys are looking for Pokemon plushes, I'll go ahead and show you on eBay how you can find these for an extremely low price. Okay, so if you're interested in purchasing one of these for yourself, I just wanted to quickly show you a couple tricks that you can use on eBay. So just search Pokemon plush or Pokemon stuffed animal, and you'll see a bunch of listings on the front page. I would encourage you guys not to purchase any of these because normally they're a little bit overpriced. I like to go to the top and click on buy it now to get rid of all the auctions. And then on the bottom left side, you can see a checkbox which says free shipping. Make sure you click that just so you don't get hit with a crazy shipping and handling charge. And then also on the left, there's a price range meter. If I type in like $3, you can actually see a bunch of great plushes, small ones, for very cheap. Here's a Snorlax for $1.60, a Bulbasaur for $1.60, a Chikorita, Pikachu, Charmander, like all sorts of good stuff here. If you guys are interested in like a specific model, just make sure you type that in the search bar. But here's a good way to pretty much find what you're looking for. Here's a Gengar one. Another cool way to search for like the cheaper Pokemon models is if you click on a listing that you like, and if you just scroll down, you can see people who viewed this item also viewed other items, and sometimes they show you some other great items, sometimes there's cheaper listings out there, and I think there's other listings at the bottom somewhere, maybe not. Oh yeah, down here. Here's other types for very cheap, so you can find all sorts of stuff. There's tons of Pokemon plushes out there, especially for like under $5. You can find all sorts of different ones. And yeah, I think eBay is just a great way to find them. If you do find one from a good seller, you can actually click on their seller profile, and then you can go items for sale, and then just search whatever you're searching for. So just search Pokemon, and then I'm just going to search price plus shipping lowest first. And you can see a bunch of other Pokemon plushes that this guy is selling. So here's a standing Umbreon for $4.28. I actually purchased this one for my friend that I mentioned earlier in this video. Here's like a Pikachu with a Magikarp face. All sorts of different ones from this seller. This seller seems to have some pretty good prices. Here's a Pikachu with a Charizard hood. It was 9 inches. That's a pretty large one. So yeah, if you're looking for like larger plushes, just make sure that you realize that they're going to cost a little bit more. There's a lot of large Snorlax ones if you guys are looking for Snorlax, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So just a couple little tricks that you can use on eBay. There's other ways that you can find cheap ones. Sometimes there's auctions that are going on for a very low price, so you might want to just search by auctions and then ending soonest and see if there's any that are very cheap that you may look into purchasing. Here's some like random ones and all sorts of other ones that people are trying to sell off. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.